We're going to read a story and we're going to summarize it. Do you know what summarizing means?
It's like the main idea.
Yeah, you read the story and you get the main idea and the details that support the main idea, right?
Right.
And the main idea of a story is the most important meaning of the story. It's what is most important about what we're going to learn from the story, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we have our sheet here and it's divided in beginning, middle, and end. What's the title of our story?
A moving story.
A moving story. Okay, go ahead and get started.
Addie had lived in Happyville since she was born. Next week, however, Addie and her family were moving over 1,000 miles away to Washington. Addie despised the idea of moving for many reasons. She was sad to be leaving her best friend. She played on the soccer team for 2 years and didn't want to leave her team. She would not be sleeping in her own bedroom, which she loved and had decorated all by herself. She just hated the whole thing.
Summarize the beginning of what you just read in the story. All right, tell me your summary of the beginning of the story.
Addie loved Happyville, but they were moving. She was sad.
That's very good. So our main character is?
Addie.
Addie. And where did she live?
Happyville.
She lived in Happyville. But what was happening?
She was moving.
She was going to have to move. And I remember it said that she despised the idea of moving. What does despise mean?
To hate it.
She hated it. She did not like that idea at all. Great job, Samantha. Okay, let's read the middle part of the story.
The whole solution was worse because they were moving on Addie's birthday. She was going to turn 12 and she wanted to spend the day with her friends. But instead, she was going to spend her birthday packing and watching the contents of her house being put in a truck. What about her party? What about spending the day with her friends? What about what she wanted?
All right, can you summarize that middle part of the story? All right, tell me what you thought the main idea of the summary of the middle part was.
They were moving on her birthday and she was sad and angry.
Why was she sad and angry that they were moving on her birthday?
Because she wanted to spend time with her best friends.
Mm-hmm. And what was she maybe going to miss out on?
She was probably going to miss out on her party and what she wanted.
Yeah, and having her cake and her presents and her friends, right?
Right.
That would be sad to move on your birthday, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you go ahead and finish up the story? Let's read the end and see what happens.
One morning, Addie woke up and decided to try a new approach. She would make a plan about how this can actually be a good thing.
All right, go ahead and summarize that. Okay, how did you summarize the end of the story?
She decided to have a good attitude and she took pics of all her familiar places in her town.
Yeah. So I thought that was the main idea, or the summary of the end too, that what did she decide to have?
A good attitude.
She decided to have a good attitude. And how was she going to have that good attitude? She was going to...
be happy.
Mm-hmm. What was she going to do with her friends?
She was going to hang out with them and have the most epic party.
And take pictures with them,
take
right?
pictures with them.
And she was going to move her birthday party up a little bit before she moved.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good end to the story. That was a happy ending, wasn't it?
Yes.
Good job, Samantha. Great reading and great summary.